My name is Yash Salreja. My student number is S5319140. Today I'll be demonstrating task 1 and task 2 of group 110, which are both completed by me. So let's start looking at each of the tasks. I've created two folders for task 1 and task 2 each. So let's go into the task 1 folder first. So this is the main folder where we have all the Docker files for each of the services. Docker file for Mongo, for frontend, for Mongo Express, and for Nginx. I've also had the configuration files here, such as domains.txt, nginx.configuration, and SSL certificates. So let's also have a look at the images. Here you can see we have 4 images tagged with T1. This means I've tagged them with T1 to represent them for task 1. So we have frontend, Nginx, Mongo, and Mongo Express images for this task 1. So let's start running each of those containers. I've already had the commands here, so I'll just paste them. This runs the Mongo container. We'll start it first, followed by the Mongo Express container. Now we have started the Mongo Express container also. Now we'll start the front end container. I think there was a problem with the command. Let's try it again. Now we have started the front end container. Now we'll start the Nginx container. So now we have all started all the containers. So let's have a look at them. We can see that there are 4 containers running from images of the from images tagged with T1. So let's have a look at the application. We'll first go to the public IP address of this instance. As you can see, we can directly access the front end of the application through HTTPS. This shows us that Nginx is working. I'll create an account. So as you can see, I'm now creating an account. So I've created an account here. So now we have checked that the front end is running. Let's also check that Mongo Express is running correctly. So first, we're going to change the port to 8081 to access the Mongo Express service. We're going to access through HTTP. So let's go. As you can see, Mongo Express is also running. Let's have a look at the account we created here. As you can see in the users collection, we see a recently created account. This shows us that application is connected to MongoDB and Mongo Express is also connected to MongoDB. This shows that task 1 is working correctly. Now let's go on for task 2. This is demonstration of task 2. So let's go into the task 2 folder first. As you can see, now we are in the task 2 folder. Here we have a docker compose.yml file which has all the services and networks and ports defined inside it. Let's check that. As you can see, this is the Docker Compose file. It has four services: front-end, MongoDB, Mongo Express, and proxy. It has also volumes defined, internal networks, and environment variables in each service. So this was the Docker Compose file. Now let's start running it. I'll run it through the command docker compose up. As you can see, the containers are being created right now. So now all the containers have been started. So this is the log of each container. The green one is the log of MongoDB database. The purple one is the log of proxy service. The light blue is the log of front-end service, and dark blue is the log of Mongo Express service. We can see with the log that front-end is connected with MongoDB here. Let's also check the status of all running containers through docker ps command. I'll run docker ps. As we can see, four containers are running right now. Now let's start with the demonstration. I'll go through the public IP address of the instance. As you can see, now we have accessed the front end of the application through HTTPS, which shows us that the front end and HTTP and the proxy service is running perfectly. Now let's also create an account in this. I'll just create a mock account. Now I'm creating the account. As you can see, now I have created the account. Now let's check it with the Mongo Express interface. To access Mongo Express, I'll access the port 808081 of the IP address of the EC2 instance, and I'll access it through HTTP service. Let's access the Mongo Express interface. So this is the Mongo Express interface. Let's check the newly created account. We'll go to test. We'll go to the user section. As you can see, we have a newly created account here with the same details that we entered just now in the front end. So this shows that front end is connected to database. Mongo Express is also connected to the database, and we can access front end through HTTPS, which means the proxy is also working. So this was the demonstration of task 2. Thank you.